Greetings to you wherever you are in this world. This is Michelle Strickland, and I'm coming to you today with my daily theology lesson. I'll be coming out of the Bible, out of Psalms. The Heavenly Hosts want me for the next few days to focus on reading chapters. Chapters from Psalms. So that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. I just want to do shout outs for all those who are suffering in conflicts all over this world. Um, it's a horrible thing when people are suffering and other people appear to be, just kind of, they don't care about it or they're neutral. Like, oh, well, that's them. But what if it was you? What if it was you? Would you feel so complacent then? This world is in a bad state. It's unbalanced. It's unbalanced, and everybody's afraid to be who they really are. The men want to be women, the women want to be men. Don't come after me. Some men want to be manly men. Some women want to be feminine to the extreme to where there's no balance. It's like when some of the men are just like over the top with it. Some women are over the top with their femininity where they use it for the wrong purpose, and some men are into their masculinity where they use it for the wrong reason. So you don't come after me for that, because I'm not going to take it back. I'm not going to take back what I said. I meant exactly what I said. We're not trying to be disciplined. Nobody's perfect, so I'm not saying that, because we all fall short. I'm not trying to act like I'm perfect. No, I made many mistakes. I'm talking about being balanced, though. Everything is to the extreme, and nobody wants to listen to anybody. Everybody just wants me, 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 me. I. What about other people whose decisions that you make affect other people? I used to tell my students every month, the decisions that you make in your life usually affect other people more than it does you. Think about that. The decisions you make usually affect other people more than they do you. They'll come back to you. The decision, you might feel it later, but a lot of times other people feel the decisions that you made for your life more than you do. I'm not saying you don't become affected by it, but initially, a lot of times, other people are affected by it, whether it be positive or negative. And that's something I want everybody to think about. I'm really thankful that God allowed me to do it over today. I'm just thankful to be here, and I want to embrace being, happy in spite of the sadness. I want to embrace striving to become a better person instead of hammering to do the wrong thing and going after the wrong things for the wrong reasons. People have flip-flopped this whole thing to where there's no balance on this earth now. They're worshipers of devils, of Satan and his demons. They think that's the thing to do, and it's not. They've turned their heart away from God, thinking that there is no God. Well, you believe in demons. If you can believe in demons, you should be able to believe in God, because he's coming. He said, what if he's already here? What if he's already here? People talk about God like he's some far off being that's out of touch. No, he's been in touch this whole time. We're out of touch. We out of touch. I want people to understand that what I'm saying to you is that no one is perfect. When you come to God, that doesn't mean you come to him in perfection. None of us are perfect. None. No one. No one is perfect. But the thing of it is that when you give your mistakes over to God when you make them, And try to be better and not be so evil and devious, you know? That's all. Try to find a heart for God, because he'll pull you out of situations you won't believe if you believe in. But if you choose Satan and them, they're not going to save you. They will not. It's false. Satan is a counterfeit. I pray for this world, you know. I pray for it. It's sad. And I really hate to see, you know, those most vulnerable people taken advantage of. They're the ones that suffer the most behind all these high level people's horrible decisions. What about when it comes to visit you? Because it's coming too. It's going to come and visit you too. You think you're going to escape? No, you're not going to escape. I'm here to tell you, you will not. So you best get right with God if you can. Some people, it's too late. You've done so much, it's going to be too late for you. He's not going to want to hear you because you've done so much. Some people may still have a chance, but it's better for you to try, just in case. And you need to suffer your consequence if you made a mistake, just like the rest of us. I have to suffer my consequences when I make a mistake. What makes you any better? Find God, people. Find him. Find him. Psalms 32, verses 1 through 11. Blessed is he whose transgression is forgiven, whose sin is covered. Pray to God, ask him to forgive you of your mistakes, of your sin. That's all. That's all. Nobody's saying you're not going to ever sin again. Nobody's saying don't go out and have fun or party sometimes. Nobody's saying that. Moderation. That's all. Don't hurt people. Stop hurting people. Stop throwing your dark arts spells on people, ruining people, slandering people. Stop. Blessed the man unto whom the Lord imputeth not iniquity, and in whose spirit there is no guile. When I kept silence, my bones waxed old through my roaring all the day long. You know, as I grow old, I pray to God to keep me in decent health. So I take care of myself, you know. And I try to make sure how I treat people, you know. I want to be fun and lighthearted. I don't want to be heavy-hearted walking around here. You know, we're supposed to be examples of how people should be. I want to be an example. I'm not always the greatest person, no. But I'm not a bad person to look at as an example. I'm very disciplined, you know. I love God. I make mistakes, sure. So do you. When I kept silence, my bones waxed old through my roaring the day long. You know, don't get older and become even more foolish. Get older and become more and more wise and better. It's not saying you're not going to make a mistake, but just clean it up. That's all. Just start cleaning it up. I have had to clean my life up. You know, I wasn't that far off a track, but every now and then I fall off, you know. When I do, I just get back on track. I ask forgiveness and I get back on track. Just like anybody. But I love God and I seek him. For day and night thy hand was heavy upon me. My moisture is turned into the drought of summer. Selah. I acknowledge my sin unto thee, and mine iniquity have I not hid. I said, I will confess my transgressions unto the Lord, and thou forgavest the iniquity of my sins. Selah. You know, this person, was this David? Meshel. A psalm of David, Meshel. So, it was just prayed and asked God forgiveness, you know. In spite of himself or herself. For this shall everyone that is godly pray unto thee in a time when thou mayest be found. Surely in the floods of great waters they shall not come nigh unto him. Thou art my hiding place. Thou shalt preserve me from trouble. Thou shalt compass me about the songs of deliverance. Selah. I will instruct thee and teach thee in the way which thou shalt go. I will guide thee with mine eye. 8 weeks ago, I'll be going to my 9th week, I believe. This wasn't something that I expected to do 10 weeks, a week before I came out. This wasn't even something that I expected to do. But God put it on me. That's what they wanted me to do. So that's what I'm going to do, regardless, flaws and all. I pray. I'm trying to become better right in front of your eyes. God used me as an example to right in front of your eyes. I want to be a better person. Right in front of your eyes. I want you to see me grow and become better right in front of your eyes. I want to transform into a better person right in front of your eyes. I will instruct thee and teach thee in the way which thou shalt go. I will guide thee with mine eye. Be ye not as the horse or as a mule, which have no understanding, whose mouth must be held in. Okay, let me start up. Whose mouth must be held in with bit and bridle, lest thee come near unto thee. Many sorrows shall be to the wicked, but he that trusteth in the Lord, mercy shall compass him about. Stop being evil and wicked. You know when you're being evil and wicked. You know that. You know when you're being evil and wicked. You know that. Just stop while you still can. Obviously, he's trying to reach people still. If you can hear me, if you can see me, he's still trying to reach you. Yeah, you might have to suffer your consequence, but that's how it goes. But you never know how God will turn that around. Maybe you could use that as a testimony as to how you have changed your life. Nobody's telling you be perfect. None of us are. Get over that. Don't use that as an excuse. Well, I've done this and that for so long. No, that's not going to be an excuse to not turn your life over. It's not. No one's perfect. I keep telling everybody that. Be glad in the Lord and rejoice, ye righteous, and shout for joy, all ye that are upright in heart. I am joyous. I say it all the time. And I just thank God that he is confirming to me that I'm on the right path. When he tells me, this is my lesson. This is my theology lesson. I'm talking to myself and I'm recording it. So don't forget that. I'm recording my lesson for myself. So guess what? I'm talking to myself, hoping that if I release my stuff,